Hello, everyone. Welcome to At This Moment with me, Jefferies, and
Amos Gill. We are here in Helsinki, still on the European tour that never ends, this journey of accumulating as much gout as we possibly can. We have some dates to sell. I'm going to start off by saying jimjefferies.com for tickets. All his European dates, all his UK dates are available there. I myself am coming to Charlotte. I'm coming to Greenville, South Carolina, and Phoenix. Please come out and see those shows.
You added a show in Amsterdam.
I've sold all my Amsterdam shows out, so thanks to everybody from Amsterdam who bought my tickets. That was good of them.
Very good of them.
And I'm probably going to do some Finland shows. And if you're in a European country and you saw me and you think I should come to yours, slide into my DMs, tell me where I'll show it to the promoters. But other than that, we just did a podcast here in your hotel.
We're going to be talking about how the Americans can't chant at sports.
They can't chant at sports. We're going to talk about the new AI actress that is shaking up Hollywood. Plus, we discuss men's mental health.
The divorce of Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. Our nation is in mourning. You ready to go? Ready to go? This is going to be a big one, kids. If you're sitting and listening at home, you're about to hear one of the greatest podcasts in the history of podcasts. Good evening.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Good morning, depending where you are. Happy travel to work day if you're in your car, and happy sitting at home if you're a quadriplegic. We want to entertain you all.
I'm not sure about this couch we've got going.
You don't like the couch? We're in Finland right now. We're on a love seat. It's not a couch, it's a love seat.
The sets get worse.
It's a love seat.
We were going to record this one
Yeah.
inside. Jim has a sauna inside his room.
Yes.
And I thought it'd be funny if we did this episode not nude, but just sort of in jocks in a sauna.
I didn't want to show my body off. I was too shy, and I thought it'll always be on the internet.
They would go back to that quite often when they want to lampoon you.
Yeah, no, I'll just wear one of the...
But our tour of gout carries on.
I'd do it in a burqa.
We've been going for 6-7 weeks or whatever it's been in Europe, and
6 weeks.
My joints hurt.
We're in Finland right now, home of the fighting fish. Finland's good. Attractive people.
we just got in.
It's attractive people. Lovely hotel.
It's your more Russian of the Scandi people.
Out of the Scandi people, they've got the most "what do you want" type of attitude to them when when they serve you. They're like, "This is food."
I'm trying to sell tickets here to my own show. I don't want to, but are they the most attractive of the Scandi bunch? No, but they're
not bad.
They're pretty cool.
All the Scandi
Good car drivers. They're into like extreme sports.
I'm a big fan of all the Scandinavian countries. I like the no-nonsense approach to life.
Yeah, we were just talking with a friend who's going through a divorce with a Scandinavian woman, and he was like, they're just cold.
They're just cold. It's a cold environment.
That's what, exactly.
They're very matter-of-fact people. Like
I've decided I no longer love you.
This is enough of this.
I'm sick of this now.
No.
Jim, we enjoyed the show, but you were better before.
Yes.
But I'm still a fan.
Still a fan, but, bring back gun control. Okay.
I liked when you would make comments about your morbidly obese mother.
Yes, why have you not mentioned the fat woman who raised you? That is always so much fun.
Since she is dead, your comedy goes south.
I know. Is that what you enjoy, Amos? Making fun of me. As long as I can do that voice, my mother lives on. She does. See,
I close my eyes.
She's in my smile. She's in my son's eyes.
She's in your smile. I see her more when you're complaining at me.
Whenever I hear myself being irrational very quickly, I think to myself, she's with us. She's with us right now.
You see her face in the clouds.
Oh, yeah. My mother looked all at once like a 80-year-old person and a small baby. She had every now and again, when
like the way Churchill did.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Okay, so how you'll have Halloween and you have the baby outfits. There's that period where you go through it when you get to decide what the kid will be for Halloween, then the kid gets to decide what it is, but the first few years. And I remember looking through, there was one baby that was modelling, would be Batgirl or whatever, that fucking looked like Mum, like that. Yeah. And I just sent a picture to my brother and he just wrote back, Mum. We didn't discuss it. He didn't go, why have you sent me a picture of a baby? He just, Mum.
Mum. And then a tingle down the spine.
Right.
It's good to have mums.
You've still got a mother. It's very, very... I told you that was like...
My mum goes through the podcast with a fine-tooth comb, pointing out how cruel I am for a gag.
She should go through her teeth with a fine-tooth comb. No, Nada, I'm a big fan. I'm only making fun of you. My mother used to listen to the podcast, and then she made up a friend that used to get offended.
On her behalf?
Yeah, she used to go,
Susan says you're cruel to me.
she goes, my friend Dee Dee listens to your podcast, and she says you say horrible things about me. And I was like, why are you fucking listening to the podcast then? She goes, I'm not listening to it, Dee Dee is. And I've known you for a long time. Who the fuck's Dee Dee?
I remember one of the first times...
I go, who the fuck's Dee Dee? She goes, she's a friend of mine. And then I went, well, tell Dee Dee to stop fucking listening to her if she's just going to make your life hell. And I go, why is Dee Dee even listening to the podcast? She goes, Dee Dee likes it.
I remember the first time I was touring with you, we were at the Enmore, and your mum came down there, she's with your dad, and you and Andrew, our manager, you were like, your job is to make sure
she can't get on the stage.
She can't get up to listen.
Yeah, she can't get up to listen.
And then there was a speaker in the venue, which we had to bust. Yeah. We had to break it.
Unplug it.
Had to unplug the speaker so she couldn't hear. And she was down there, and she needed someone to get her up, and she found me to be the weak point. And she was like, Amos, your job's to help Jeffrey. Yeah. Well, he would want me up there. Listen.
I'd given her express rules that she wasn't allowed anymore. I said, you can't come because every time you come to a show, you fucking complain. So you're not allowed to come to comedy shows anymore. And then she went, I just want to come backstage and enjoy the atmosphere with everyone. And if you were a real man, that's what she said to me, if you were a real man, you'd let your mother come backstage, but evidently you're not.
Well, I want to plug into some news off the top here.
Okay.
We are in Europe, and we had the Ryder Cup, which I absolutely loved. We were watching it in a bar in Norway.
I was going for the Americans. I'm American. I'm American citizen. I was going for the Americans.
Very proudly going for the Europeans who got the win.
I don't even watch live golf. It offends me too much.
Well, what is it you don't like about live?
I don't. Just corrupt in it. I don't know.
Well, let's move on, because I want to talk about Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
One thing that we've always known about the Americans, if you're a football fan or soccer, is they can't chant.
No.
The Brits can chant.
Okay, this is the thing that the Americans will never. You get told when to do things in America. Let's go Dodgers. Let's go. Right? I can make your hands clap.
They also have this real lame one in the soccer, which is this: fight and win.
Yeah. Whose house? Our house. Like this. Yeah, they're fucking lame.
Childlike.
No, they can't do it. And then like if there's downtime, because all their sports are the only sports in the world that have timeouts. Because they're the only sports where just stop for a second.
And they have to, because they're going to need advertising to go into.
So I agree with the cheerleaders and all that type of stuff.
For obvious
you sort
reason.
of need timeouts in basketball because you need to be able to change players in and out and sort of have little moments and stuff like that. But I get the cheerleaders, but we went and saw Fulham play Leeds. Terrible game. Own goal scored by Leeds at the end was the only reason we won.
Yeah.
But at halftime, fucking nothing. And the whole stadium doesn't stop singing the whole time. Singing.
That's when you got to go get your chip butter.
And you go, who makes up the songs? Where do the songs come from? Everybody asks the same question. Do they all get together? Have they got an email?
No, I went to the supporters pub. My brother's a big Everton fan. We went to this pub where all the Everton diehards go. They were handing out sheets for new tunes they've banged up that week for new players.
Really?
And they kind of practice it there, and then it builds out from there, and then people pick it up pretty quick. But this is like my favourite tweet of all time. I'm going to play you some American chants in the Ryder Cup, but this is my favourite tweet ever. It's by someone called Troubled Genius. But this is just the best thing. It says, American sports fans, defence. And then it goes, British sports fans. All right, lads, I've just worked up a song to the tune of Debussy's Claire de Lune about the opposing player's most recent drink driving charge. I'll count us off. It's just so good. So here we go. This is...
Also the thing is about the... Okay, so when they all sing and stuff, you can feel the emotion in the stadium. When Americans do... I don't believe that Freddie Freeman's ever gotten up to hit the ball or Tani. Let's go Dodgers. Let's go. And then guys...
Forced monotony to it.
No, they've got me, have they? They've won me over with this.
Here we go. So this is an MC having a difficult day at the office.
Okay, so let's dress it up. What they've done here is, because for the Ryder Cup, America versus Europe, They've thought the Europeans are all singing wonderful songs, and the Americans go, "We'll organise something. We'll do something to those.
We'll show
people.
them.
We'll show them." Yeah, I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Look at this. This has got 5 million views because the whole world's gone, my God, this is not their strong point.
Also, let's also mention before we start this clip that this is all white Americans.
It's the golf. So
It's the golf.
Slow down. You guys all took Adderall this morning. Slow down. Here we go. 1, 2, clap. 1, 2, clap.
Right. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Everyone got it now?
Here come the lyrics. Scotty Scheffler. All right, hold on. I'm going to let the forefathers try and teach you this.
Hang on, is that a lady or a man?
It's a lady.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't work. We'll do a DeChambeau one. Right? We want the whole crowd rocking. When you stand
Heroes have started singing Ole, Ole, Ole.
right? Ready? One more time. Start up. 1, 2, 3. And Scotty Scheffler.
I've never seen a stronger argument for DEI in sports like watching those half fucking pissed Bostonians try and get a chant going. You need black people at the golf course.
Scotty Scheffler.
That would make me play way worse. I'd be furious. And that woman realised she was bombing and she ended up getting fired that day because she's the one that started the fuck you, Rory.
Yeah. So
Because instead of going for positivity, they were like, these animals need a hate-filled chant.
yeah,
And that's what got people going. And then there's been a big fallout. Like Rory McIlroy is already sort of despised by a lot of golf fans because he lost a lot of friends in the live golf arguments, and they see him as like a goody two-shoes type character.
Right.
And he doesn't get on with DeChambeau, who is the ultimate sort of American lad.
right.
He's an embodiment, and he plays. He plays with Trump and stuff like that.
Do you think the reason that Americans can't do the chants and all that sort of stuff, and Australia's not brilliant at
We're not
it
brilliant.
either.
We've got Aussie.
Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
We can't, you know.
It's a bit of an embarrassment. The Aussie. If I'm on stage and someone goes, Aussie, I just go, oh, no.
No.
As long as I don't have to drink out of a shoe, I'll be happy for the day.
Have you ever seen someone try to be the Aussie guy and then it hasn't worked? That's got to be. It's one of the most humiliating things in the
I was talking about
world.
this the other day. I do hips at parties, right? And the Americans don't do hoorays. I've just gone hip at the end.
Yeah, but imagine in your own country,
Oh, if you go
drunk at the cricket, Aussie, and people go, you don't have gravitas, sir.
Oh, there used to be a comedian, I can't remember his name, in Britain, and his whole thing that he used to do was he used to do balloon animals, and he used to bring on stage blokes to reenact Robin Hood, right? And he'd do sound effects and stuff,
Right.
and he'd make like a inflatable bow and arrow and a sword, an inflatable horse, I think, was involved, or a shield or something like
Right.
this. And then he goes, and can we have some people on stage? We'll get you come over, and he goes, bring you on stage. Now you are the Sheriff of Nottingham, you're the bad guy. Boo, boo. Everyone boo him, boo, pantomime boo. And then he goes, bring up, and this is your hero, Robin Hood. And he clearly brought up the lad that was the least liked kid at fucking university who was just struggling his way through fucking school, and the other kid was the most popular kid in the thing. Okay, everyone, girls, now you swoon whenever Robin Hood does this, and the girls were just like, boo. Like this, and I was like, oh, take the poor lad off. He doesn't want to be up there. Anyway, then they go to have the sword fight.
He's one of those kids that has like a to kill list. You know, those weird.
yeah.
He brought a knife to school.
with good cause. And so then he has to sword fight with the other kid. Sword fight. And the other kid who's the bully just gets him into a headlock and just holds him like this in front of the class where everyone cheers. And he goes, "Ugh," like that. And the guy's like, he was like American dude who lived in Britain. He's like, no, you got to separate there.
So that was, you just watched the man be torn apart?
That kid had to go to another college.
Well, that reminds me a little bit of this man's speech at the UN.
Netanyahu serious. That's what I call him.
That's his comedy act. Here's the people walking out on Bibi.
Order in the hall.
You know what was really crazy about Bibi?
Right.
He
He's
did,
still around,
he did this speech.
Okay, so
hold on, let me finish this.
Okay.
So he does his speech, it doesn't go great,
Yes.
obviously. He's currently being accused of leading up a genocide. And
Hey, I've been accused of worse.
so he's been naughty.
Yeah.
And then you'd think maybe
Yes.
if you're in his position, you would say to the UN, I understand that we're the social pariah right now. There's horrible scenes. When you wage a war, there's going to be innocent lives lost. You have to understand we are trying our absolute best to minimize casualties. Here's our stats. Our heart bleeds for this as well. But this is a mission that we are on, that we have. Whatever his BS is going to be, he lacks so much charisma. He actually went out there and did a bit of a gag about pages. Whereas he was losing the crowd, and he went, and you remember what we did to the people of Hezbollah? Yeah, we called them, and they got the message. And he pauses and gets 5 claps, and then the camera pans, and it's just the other Israeli delegate.
He's like that. When their plane went down, we found the black box. Why don't they make the plane out of the black box material? Same material.
Benjamin Netanyahu is serious.
Netanyahu is serious.
So he had he had a big crash out there, and they've apparently agreed.
He could actually do young Einstein.
They've agreed to a peace deal.
Yeah.
So the good news is it's over.
Okay. Well, no. Okay. The peace deal has been agreed to today while we're recording it, and Trump had a lot to do with the peace deal. And it's meant to, from what I can understand, is the hostages are all coming back. They're going to get rid of all their political prisoners, and everyone's just going to play nice for a bit. And they're going to move out the borders until the Palestinians can have a little bit more space.
Yeah, that's going to be a 4 seasons.
Well, yeah.
That was the brochure that I saw them put out on the internet.
Yeah. Look, it's not going to be
Trump Gaza.
Hey, look. I don't know how your engagement's going, but I think it'll be ready for your wedding honeymoon.
Yeah, you think that's a good opportunity to up and
I
cut in tourism?
I think if you want to save a few shekels, I tell you what, go down to.
Well, when will the time come that we do go? These people need our money.
Well, what? Okay, so in very serious because
So Tony Blair,
very seriously, how do we rebuild Gaza now? How do you rebuild it?
How do you rebuild it?
What's the next step? It's one thing to go ceasefire.
Contractors who are close and donated to Trump's campaign.
No, not Israel. Like, how do you, for the Palestinians, how do you rebuild there?
Yeah, they're going to need foreign investment. So basically, it's going to be colonized by global investment. They will go in there, but probably build them low-income housing, put them in sort of ghetto housing, and then they'll do a Riviera with Jared Kushner and whoever the other investment groups are that will build luxury hotels in some kind of Mediterranean paradise, and they'll put the Palestinians into little box houses like the Soviet Union.
It's not that nice. Like Israel, I've gigged there. I've done gigs in Israel. If they all go on about, we've got a beach. It's not that nice a beach. It's all right.
They keep saying this is going to be.
But what's so nice about Gaza that they're going to make it into?
It's the Med. It's very rarely the Med that people talk about when they romanticize the Med. But it's supposedly going to be the most valuable land in the world to get.
But why?
Because it's the Mediterranean. Let's look it up.
Also, but it's got bad mojo. It's like
the vibes are off. With the real estate agents to declare.
It's like when you get a house where someone's topped themselves in the living room, right? And you go, I don't want the telly there, right?
So what you think when you go, 4 seasons? Rafa.
I don't think that I could comfortably go, honey. We're going to the 4 Seasons Gaza for our 20th wedding anniversary. It's in 15 years.
Did you see this one? This one to me is.
It's 3 blokes.
It's 3 blokes who are in a polyamorous relationship.
They're in a throuple.
They're a throuple.
Yes.
3 gay men who live together have adopted a kid.
That's what you used to have the joke when you were a kid. If 3 guys are fucking, what do you call the guy in the middle? Double adapter.
Yeah, all right.
I feel like that's something that I'll never be able to achieve, though. Having my dick penetrate plus being penetrated at the same time by a dick. I'll live without it. But I'm just sure, is that the prime position? If you're 3 blokes fucking, is the one in the middle, is that fucking Gary always gets the middle. What do you always get the middle for?
He's a 2-way player.
Yeah. And then there's just one bloke that's just I just get fucked in the ass, that's it. I have a wank off to the side.
Well, because one of them doesn't want to maybe get fucked in his ass. He's the giver.
I think if you get fucked in the ass, you're having your cock pulled. I don't think you just leave it erect, just dangling out. I believe you work it a bit.
These aren't things I contemplate at night time, but when you're there in the sauna after this, you'll think that through.
You'll come to me, sauna. Have you seen my big fire stack there? What the fuck's that?
I don't know, but I want to play this video. Let's learn together about this because I saw, classic me, I saw a headline and went, oh, that's fucking ridiculous. So let's see what we actually think of the story.
I think three. Look. Okay, first of all, before we start the story, this is going to be my take before I hear it. Right?
We should finish up with the Gaza thing. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, the peace plan has to be signed by
I
Hamas.
hope by this podcast next week that they have resolved what's
Yeah,
going
but
on.
here's the thing, right? So part of the plan is, once they release the hostages, is that then Israel has to release 1,700 prisoners. And also there's going to be an armistice. And again, I remember this when the Yugoslavian wars were finished, was they just did an amnesty and said, all right, we all did crazy stuff. You might be accused of being a war criminal. This is a war criminal. But Hamas, we're just going to let you go and you can go move somewhere else. As long as you hand in your weapons, you move on with your life, right? Now, that is...
If I was...
Their whole rationale was we need to eradicate all of Hamas so we can move forward. And now they're going to be signing this deal.
Hamas, a lot of them are going to be moving to other Arab states, right?
Yeah, they'll go over to Jordan, Qatar, Egypt, or if they're accepted, they might not be accepted. More than likely, they'll end up in Sydney.
I would just say I'm not Hamas anymore. And they go, are you Hamas? I go, not to my knowledge.
It depends which package you're offering me. Canada?
Yeah,
Vancouver?
not to my knowledge. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was Hamas. So that's a weird one to just move back after all this war and go, all right, we just move forward.
What else do you do?
Oh, it's difficult, isn't it?
You can't have like a Nuremberg. Well, you can have like a Nuremberg trial, I guess, but it's never going to happen with this war. Anyway, so three gay guys. You're going to get upset because this is left wing gone crazy. Why should three people blah blah blah? But I promise you, there are people being raised by two heterosexual people with another woman who sort of lives in the house. That's happened all the time. Right? And two gay guys could adopt a child and not mention they have a third bloke who's always there. That would happen all the time.
Yeah, but
it's
the fact that they're putting out like 60 Minutes to normalise that they're...
You're going to get angry at these lads for being honest.
It was like, we want gay marriage. Okay. And now all of a sudden there's three of us living together and you have to recognise that as a full institutional accepted throuple and we adopt children. What?
Yeah, you don't need kids.
What are we doing? Let's watch the story. I might be way off.
I'm going to see.
7 years, Jonathan Bédard, Eric Leblanc, and Justin Mack.
They're also from Quebec.
All right, wait a minute. I didn't know they were all Frenchy.
They're French Quebecers. What's wrong with this?
They would have big hairy penises because it's natural.
Become parents together. Something that officially happened yesterday.
She's perfect, of course. Like any, she's curious, she's energetic, she loves to play, she loves to jump, she loves to dance.
They adopted their 3-year-old through Quebec's Youth Protection Services, but first had to be approved as foster parents, something that required a lot of work and openness, they say, to their relationship.
We had a lot of things to go through in order to be able to have that accreditation, and it's through that process.
If they break up, so the kid's got 3 dads to pick from, who gets custody? And if the kids grow up as well, it's like, oh, you meet a boy, yeah, here's something about me, I got 3 dads, so on Christmas we've got to go to 3 different joints because they divorced.
Yeah, I know, that's irritating as all fuck. You're having to go to different places. In the throuple, I'm looking at him, I reckon the guy in the black T-shirt, he's getting the least action. I've always said, look, if there was a polygamous marriage and I had, 4 wives, you want them to do different things, right? You'd have the one that's the good fuck, and you'd have the one that's the good cook, and then the one that you watch telly with, right? The one who's like your mate who you watch telly with.
Everyone's got a role, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got a role. And then there'd be one there'd be Bertha, who's just in charge of the school run.
Yeah, admin.
Yeah, she's just in front of admin. She just then go, what have you got there? Okay, your dad's going to have to see that form. Pick up this one. You got her. And then you'd have just Cindy come down in Louboutins and all that stuff. Why is she always getting gifts? You know why she gets gifts?
Why does Cindy's always have to be vacuous whores?
In my stand-up post, I always make Cindy sound like it's a girl in her 20s when really there's no Cindy under 40 years old.
I don't know a Cindy who's under 60 at this point. I'm looking at it now, and you know what I think about the gays? It's like these are 3 bear-type gays.
They're not bear-type gays at all. They've just got beards. They're not bears. Bears have to be fat and got hairy shoulders.
They're otters or whatever. But I'm like...
They're otters or whatever.
Aren't these guys meant to be just taking drugs and partying wild? Like, what's with the
No,
adoption?
what happens is they're humans.
You're 3.
No, they're humans just like us, and they age out of the partying. I think it must be very hard for when a gay guy gets like, and he doesn't have kids, and he gets over 50. I think it must be hard because it's like,
Yeah, so do what everyone else does. Be a talented musician or performer and get a wife and have a kid with that person, and then go off and have dirty, passionate sex in saunas. That way you get the family and you maintain
someone
crazy sex life.
Who buys eggs, who bought the eggs, had his kids, and then, excuse me. And then I'm kind of envious because people say that you need 2 parents, right? But it would be wonderful to raise your kids with all of your rules. And because so much compromise. It's like a company with 2 bosses.
Oh, you're talking about that was like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Exactly.
He just got a kid and was like, I'm going to mold him into exactly me. And then he used his mother for the maternal
Exactly.
duties.
I get big sweeping parenting moments in my house. I get we're not doing this. This is the thing. Blah, 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 blah. I get punishments. I get big sweeping.
Yeah.
But little tiny things like, I always wanted my kids to drink more milk than both the women in my life. They both were like, oh, no, it's actually not that good for them. I was always brought up, it's good for your bones and shit, makes you tall.
This is your contention. Is not enough milk?
No, but it was one of those, no, I'm just saying that is one of those things that, obviously, I just dropped it because, but that's, if I was parenting, they'd be getting loads of milk in them. Right. I'm all for the milk.
Well, they've got tits.
And I'm lactose intolerant.
They're the ones who really should be giving the milk. Maybe you were making up for something that they didn't have. Maybe that's why they didn't like the milk, as you said it was a threat to their womanhood. Deep down, as you didn't think that they
I don't know, but neither of my
nutritious
kids
enough.
fucking like milk, bro. So I did something wrong.
No, maybe the titty milk was no good.
Oh, no, they like the titty milk.
They did.
Yeah, they both like the titty milk. They just didn't drink regular milk afterwards. But you know what I mean? Little things like that. Or things like I always have to push for the kids not to quit something too quickly.
Yeah.
Where women will, in my experience, will just go, if you don't want to do it, that's okay. And I'm like, no, you got to see it through.
Do you think in the modern world?
I do.
Because there was so many, and I knew some growing up in a small country town even, which was married men who had the kids, and they were gay. So they were gay, and I remember this one guy. I'm not going to say his name, but he used to have a houseboat. Okay, and like it was notorious that he would have gay parties on his houseboat. It was like the town thing. Happiest bloke around, good family man, but very clearly got things out of his system.
Yeah.
And I always remember thinking, I feel like that guy doesn't exist anymore with the openness of homosexuality. Now they're doing the trudgery of all relationships. Whereas before it was a dirty little secret.
I heard from a gay friend of mine that the gay community are missing out on their hetero gays. The Brokeback Mountain guys.
Yeah.
The guys who are married, who before camera phones would just go into a gay nightclub, keep their hat down, just like this, and just wait. They were waiting because those guys used to fuck them right. There was a lot of pent up whatever, and now everyone's fabulous and out. They're missing the closeted. They're missing the closet boys.
Having an argument with a sexologist about this at the Fringe, and
Did she have a fringe like that?
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Hoopy earrings.
A person at the Fringe Festival with a fringe that goes halfway down her forehead, you're not winning that fight. You're a bad person no matter what you've done.
She seemed to enjoy my stand-up comedy, but she said to me, you're a very repressed human being and you have so many hang-ups about the way people live their lives. And, you know, if you're a little bit more open and your Catholicness means I think your sexuality can't be fully explored. And I said to her, your age group, she's like a Gen Zer, I remember, you're all talking about what gets you off and what you are and how you identify. But I don't think your sex is anywhere near as exciting as people that were doing it on the sly when being homosexual was a problem. And so they had to meet up in dark, dangerous places. They would have been the best orgasms of all time. A man shooting his load into a twink when he wasn't allowed to in a sauna is a way better orgasm than a girl being like, you know, I'm going to give you the full rundown of exactly what I want, and here's all the toys that I have, and here's all the permissibility.
The glory holes now might have closed in on themselves. They haven't had anything poking.
There's been atrophy of the glory hole.
Yeah, like earrings when you don't keep putting the earring in. The hole's closed up.
That's a good David Attenborough documentary. The glory holes that have closed back over.
Just moss has covered them and there's bits of vines.
It's been a long
up.
time now since bears with great big cocks plunged through these holes.
There used to be
Covered with moss,
There's this place
limestone.
There's this place in West Hollywood where you could get hand jobs and stuff called Vaseline Alley, right?
Right.
And so when you went to prison, a lot of blokes would go, "Oh, I'm gay," so they could be put in a different bit of prison on the first day,
Right.
Because you can be.
So that was like the trans thing of its day.
Yeah. You could go, "I'm gay," and there was a quiz that the cops had that asked certain questions like, "Where's the glory hole?" That blah blah blah. And if you can answer that question, oh yeah, he's gay, right? And one of the questions was, "Where's Vaseline Alley?" And I thought, I'll always remember where Vaseline Alley is in case I ever get arrested. I'll be in the back of the cop car like this. I know where Vaseline Alley is.
Do you know? Have you ever seen this? How to spot a homosexual from like old policing guides.
Right. Okay.
How to spot a homosexuality.
Have you ever seen the movie 2-1 Foo? Thank you for everything, Julie Newmar, where Patrick Swayze was a cross-dresser and it was just Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, right? And Sean Penn's brother is in it. Remember Sean Penn's brother? He's passed away since. Well, Sean Penn's brother's passed away. And he's the cop and he has to go find the homosexuals in town. And he has a list of places to check.
Right.
And
where they might be.
Yeah, florist.
Florist.
And then he's like this, not there, he scratches it off.
I'm trying to find where this is. Here we go. It's like, it says like, okay, they're light on their toes would be a guide for the cops.
Yes. Colour matched outfits.
Yeah, for like the way that they would walk. They would do, there was anonymous tip-offs, security risk, reputation, reputational harm. So it would be, they would go up to people who they thought were associating with gays.
Okay, so in World War II, I didn't want to get into gay history, but in World War II, right, when people were reporting, there's a Jewish family down the road, right?
Right.
There must have been people ringing up like this going, like, good Kevin, gay.
Oh, no doubt.
And I bet you there was a lot of fucking, witchcraft shit. Like,
remember,
Salem-y stuff.
Don't forget, Oscar Wilde had to, he was booted.
He should have been arrested for that stupid quote that everyone says they enjoy, but no one enjoys.
I have nothing to declare except my genius.
Except for my genius. If you said that in customs, they'd be like, what? I've only got my genius to declare.
Also, who noted that
Sorry,
down?
how long will you be in the country for? With my genius? For 3 days.
Yeah.
What are you here for? Bachelor party. Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't say, how long will you be here for? As long as it takes me to make my mark. So just a couple of days.
Yeah. As long as it takes for me to be the smartest person in the country, so I should be leaving in an hour.
Don't even need to leave the airport.
Like nothing to declare but my genius.
Who wrote that down? Was that like the border security person went, you wouldn't believe what this fuckwit said to me today? Or did he brag about it?
He had to have bragged about it. There's no way.
So he was walking around to everyone saying, so I'm getting into the country, right?
And I'm getting into the country. And they say, have you got anything to declare? And I had a whole carton of cigarettes. But I was going to say, I had
a gerbil in my anus.
Yeah, 15 bottles of baby oil, but I thought, no, what I'll do is my genius. My genius. Nothing to declare but me genius. Speaking of geniuses, I can see what you've just pulled up there.
What's that?
Nicole Kidman is filing.
A genius.
Nicole Kidman files for divorce from Keith Urban. That would suggest that Nicole is done with Keith.
Well, we're Australian, so we had to touch on this. First of all, to the Kidman family.
Right.
It must be so nice to not have to pretend you like Keith Urban's music anymore.
Antonia, your Christmas has just gotten easier, hasn't it?
Like, come on.
Antonia Kidman?
Because does anyone... I've always been blown away when I moved to America how big he is. As an Aussie, you're like, that guy does country?
I don't know any of his songs.
It's the most metro man I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know any of his songs.
I'll tell you what, an old police officer might ask him if he knows where Vaseline Alley is. Yeah, just by looking at him.
An old police officer with an old Indian and an old biker and an old construction worker.
Kidman filed for divorce on Tuesday, September 30. So she's 59 now.
Yeah.
In Nashville, where the couple has lived. I didn't know they lived in Nashville.
Okay, he must be stepping out with some younger birds or something, because at 59, it's just, why would you... You must really dislike each other. It's just a hassle to get new houses.
You think he's having sex with other people? Well, you're wrong. It's actually irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, the irreconcilable difference is that they've had sex. He's having sex with younger birds on the road.
And they just can't reconcile that?
Yeah, and she's just like this, I'm done with fucking men. Who's she going to date next?
Well, the pair were married in June 06
Yeah.
after meeting in LA.
And she had a kid. She had a kid with him.
17 and 14, 2 kids.
Yeah, and she had her adopted kids with Tom Cruise, who she doesn't get to see, which is very sad. I feel sorry for her about that. That must be terribly hard for a person.
Nicole Kidman was filming Practical Magic 2 in London, and Urban was travelling on his High and Alive World tour. Now, I hear that he just fired his entire band also in the last year.
Is that true, or is it just an urban myth?
Just hold on. Jack will...
That's the name of the episode.
If Jack could just get
That's
some
the name of the episode.
balloons to go off there to celebrate that one. Have you met her before? And where is Nicole Kidman?
I have not met
You haven't met her at a Good Day LA or anything like that?
No, Russell's good friends with her. He's like besties with her. But I've only heard nice things about her. Anyone who knows her says nice things. I had working for me someone who worked for her for many years that worked on the Jim Jefferies show, who you know. But I
Really?
can't say that. Yes.
Oh, yeah, my old boss of radio was her personal assistant. Oh, yes. Keith Urban fired longtime band members Jerry Flowers and Nathan Barlow in January of 2025.
What's Jerry Flowers going to do? Fuck, he can't start a new band. He's too old.
Nicole, probably.
Oh, yeah. I reckon, okay, all right, so this is the room we're going to sit out. So everyone just go hashtag Jerry Flowers wherever you can, because we all reckon Jerry Flowers has been slipping it into Nicole.
Jerry Flowers has been going into Nicole. No doubt about it. And that's what broke up the band.
And so he broke up the band, and he's like, I'll just do it like Ed Sheeran. I don't need any of you cunts.
He has a loop pedal
Just
now.
give me a pedal and give me a guitar, and I'll be good.
But I guess, like, if you were to divorce, if you were to get rid of me and Forrest...
It's hard divorce, man. The kids are teenagers.
Yeah, but
I
if
feel
you-
sorry for celebrities or anything. Fucking shit divorce. We just watched a friend. We've got a few divorced friends at the moment. It's
heavy.
Yeah, it's fucking heavy, man. It's heavy. If you can muscle out the relationship, it's worth it. Just muscle it out, man.
We did have a friend who's going through a hard spot from a divorce we were hanging out with. And I'll say this, there's a lot of talk about men's mental health and how you need to talk to each other. But we do need some kind of course on what to say, because sometimes a person will be telling you dark things and you're just like this. Yeah.
Women go. Women
yeah.
go. He was never good enough for you. He never understood you. We're just so happy and so proud of the new you that you're gonna become.
Yeah, and we go like this.
You can't see it yet, but we can see it.
Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, we're like this. So, maybe buy a new top or something. I don't know. Just try to freshen things up. Have you fucked anyone else?
Well, this was a thing I felt like when we were talking to, and we've got a myriad of friends going through it right now.
Well, a lot of my friends and
Your age group.
and also people I know who are other parents at the school and stuff like that. My age group is divorce city right now.
So you're in your late 40s.
Yes, 48.
So a lot of people are falling through there, and I've had to talk to a lot of guys of this age in our profession.
And you're getting into it.
And I'm getting into it. So they're giving me this one.
Don't do it.
Mate, have you thought it through? Because if it goes off the rails, it'll fucking destroy you. You won't even be able to know who you are anymore. You're completely lost. You become a husk, a shell. And one day you'll look at, before you're even 50, and think, what's the point of carrying on? And you think it's just for the kids. And then if the kids don't even bloody talk to you anymore, and you just think, well, if they don't fucking want me, then what's my purpose in the whole world? Because I gave up all my friends and my ambitions for her, and we moved to her small town. And now I'm just stuck in this place where no one knows me, no one likes me, and I don't feel like I've got anywhere to go. I actually don't have a home.
It is a very common thing with all the men that I know as well, is the women go, I want to live closer to mum, and then they live closer to mum, and then they all fucking leave them. It's
fucking brutal, man.
Taylor's all the time. This is one thing. I am not moving to any small town with my wife that she picks.
But and then
I've seen it too many times.
And my read on the situation is there's so I used to do this joke, which was, if your girlfriend finds a sassy gay friend at work, be very careful, because that's like an employee joining a union. She's going to have a whole lot of opinions about how you guys should be living better, and she should be getting treated better.
Oh,
right?
I had a person who worked for me, we all know, who got a girlfriend, and then that girlfriend did not like me or whatever, and then that was the end of my relationship with that person. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And so I think I'm seeing a lot of people your age who are getting into divorce, which I say is the last scream, the primal scream of your hormones going out, where you go, I might have one last window to have this new fantasy life with somebody else where you've still got testosterone and you got to fuck and you got to live your dreams.
But my experience has been more women leave the men at
That's
my
what I'm saying
age
is-
than the men leave the women.
Women
The
are doing
men-
it.
The men leave very early on in a relationship. This isn't working out. We're 2 years in. We don't have any kids. Let's cut the cord. I'm out of here. Right?
And then the women have been thinking about it for years, and then they finally build up to it, and the man is completely taken by surprise
and they just
and
go.
lost.
They just go. I don't want to talk about it, but it's over.
Yes.
And the man just
Because women don't think they can tell their friend, I'm not into you anymore and I haven't loved you for years, because that's probably how long it takes for them to uncouple in their brain.
Yeah.
They've already left you. And then I talk to them, and I think that's why he's really sad, because in my mind, your age group is the most dangerous years of the marriage, because once you get through that and you are just, when you cross over to old, then you're just an old couple who have each other's company
your
grandparents.
When we're both old and ugly and there's no good pussy or no good cock to be gotten from either of us, then you just settle into it.
That's why
That's why you got to be with your wife or your husband. You got to be mates. You got to have each other's back. You got to be a team. Don't stop talking. I'm telling you, it's like a it's like a pot plant. They're nice to have in the house, but if you don't tend to the thing, it will wither away. It'll die.
Particularly when you go away.
Oh, yeah, especially when you go away. You got to have someone go over there and service it.
You got to call your best friend and go, can you make sure she gets a bit of light?
Yeah, can someone shove a dick up her and feed the cats?
Because here's one, like you said, you get old and ugly, and then it's like, well, we might as well stick together and then the kids have a home. Because I think they're the best phases, right? Is like the early phase. And I love watching an old couple that have been with each other forever, and they have a house that's a museum of an entire family, and all the grandkids come there, and it's like, wow, this is Nan and Pop's house. Once you make Nan and Pop, you're fine. You're gonna, but they're the dangerous years right there. And maybe
people think there's one last window of happiness, and also what happens.
And you fuck it for everyone.
What happens to women when they're about 40? They start to go, surely there's more to life than this.
Yeah.
Right? And the truth of the matter is, there really isn't.
No.
There really isn't.
No,
every single one of my mates who's had the thing, the woman has been running off with another fella. That's just running off with another fella. Right?
Yeah.
And it's not like
and then that fling loses its heat, and they're like,
I don't.
oh.
It's not like I want to be single, and I want to. That's very rare. They've moved on to a different person. They've cut you out in their head over time.
So maybe there's a problem with the fact that everyone's clearly looking younger for longer. I think.
That's funny because my mother at 40, no one was scooping her up.
That's why marriages last longer, because people hit 40 and then just fucking aged like milk in the sun.
We should all go back to smoking.
Everyone should be smoking. There should be no lip filler, Botox. You got to enjoy 10 years of fucking in your 20s, and then commit. See the downgrade of the 30s and get old.
And men, whatever hair you have is the hair you got.
That's exactly right.
There's no tablet. If you get erection, you lose erections. That's what you got.
And close the border to these Latin lovers that are coming over who are fucking for green cards. We don't need any of these hunks coming over here from the Dominican who are teaching them tennis and golf.
Anyway, so good luck, everyone out there. It's a jungle.
It's been really hard for me because I'm getting married, and then I've just got all these old guys around me.
I'll be, by the time you get divorced, I reckon I'll be 60 when you're getting the heave-ho. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's
12 years, yeah. That's the sort of the window.
I hope not.
You never know. If it's going to happen, that's when it will happen.
Can I say,
if it's going to happen, it'll be at the 10-year mark when she turns about 40.
On a serious note, we were talking to a friend who was very sad.
Yeah.
Dude, I really thought to myself in that moment, I was like, I got to get better at being able to, because I want to be there for people. And I was like, I got to be better at like knowing how to, I think you just have to let people talk. But then you do want to, like you're in a group and someone's being very honest about how bad things are. And I always want to make light of it. I want to keep it bubbly.
You said he was talking about, I was high during the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I've been told that my facial expressions weren't sympathetic. I was like this, and then she won't talk to me anymore. I was like this. No easy fix for that.
And then I'm over there like, I kept trying to like pivot to, well, you look great.
It's tough.
I just had nothing.
It's tough.
I had nothing. I was this close to Googling what to say when a man is heartbroken.
It's.
I think honestly what it is though, and this is something that you have to understand, is there probably is nothing, and you just have to sit there and give up your time. That's actually what the generosity is, and go,
People,
lay it on me.
Keep and
Lay it on me.
Offer, call me whenever you want.
Because the second time we caught up, it wasn't as bad, because obviously our mate had it pent up. He hadn't had anyone to talk to. And the second night we had a bit more fun. And I remember thinking, we got this out of him.
He's going to be okay, but it's fucking, look, it's tough, man. It's tough. And as I said, I got a lot of, I've seen family members go through it. I've had to separate from a person with a child involved, and it's not pretty. It's not an easy thing to do. And I did it better than anyone could ever do it.
Yeah.
I did it with a person that still likes me, and it's still a fucking, the financial toll alone is massive.
Here's a funny thought. So, if you have a STD, they go, we need you to call the last partners that you had.
Yeah.
And then they get tested.
Yes.
If you're a man who sees a therapist through a breakup or a very dark time in your life, I think they should go, I need you to give us 6 of your best friends' numbers so I can contact them to tell them how to deal with you. Because they're the ones that are going to be running into you. Like, your friend actually needs the therapy, not you. I need to be able to talk to a therapist and go, he just said this. Where do I take that?
Everyone's only one new person away from being happy. Because when you're in love is the best feeling in the world, and when you're being dumped is the worst feeling in the world, right? There's times that being dumped feels as bad as a death in the family, because death you can almost rationalise sometimes.
Well, you don't run into a dead person with a friend that you went to school with, and they're playing tennis together.
But it used to be you break up with a girl, and then you had to stop going to the places she went to when I was young.
Right.
You no longer go to that cafe, that's where she goes get coffee. You can't go to this nightclub, that's where her and her friends go. You can't bump into her. But now with social media and fucking Googling, you can't escape these people forever. Especially if you've got kids with them, oh my goodness, that you have to listen to. There's a new bloke who comes over every night. Oh, God, who's this fucking putz? And you can't tell the woman, you can't date that bloke. That bloke's not the guy. People try.
I know, from our conversations with our mates who are going through divorce, it does seem like kids are used as spies. Kids are these fucking agents who are like, hey, Dad.
That's the thing is the kids feel awkward. They get put in the middle. It's terrible for the children. It's terrible. You don't. I even had a little bit of it with mine. When I first started dating people afterwards. It's tricky, man. It's tricky, but that's not what's happening at this moment. What else is going on?
That is what.
Oh, that's what fucking Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman gave us the feels.
I'll tell you this much about.
It was Keith Urban who did this.
What's happening at this moment is there is probably a lot of divorce. People who watch your show are going through divorce, so you are actually nailing it in the news.
Man,
in their life.
Also, don't get divorced because it lowers my ticket numbers, because most of my people who come to see my show are couples these days.
Yeah, or they got. I like when it's a dad taking his son out to try and teach him dirty gags.
Yeah, dads and sons, they're my favourite.
Right, this is a big story that I want to discuss.
Did you see that one the other day when I was in Holland? Or where was I last night? The other day, Amsterdam.
We were in Norway.
Norway, I was in Norway, and then I was like, "We got anyone under the age of 16? Oh, there's a 15-year-old. I'm here with the brother and the dad, like that, right?" So where's the mum? She left when I was 8. I said, "Where's the mum?"
Thanks,
She
Jim.
left when I was 8. My brother is 3 years younger, so when he was 5. Yes, we have not seen her since. Oh, good. Enjoy the show, mate.
Anyway, Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah.
This is a big story in the world for our profession.
Okay.
No, not our profession. I don't act. I've acted in one sitcom, 4 quarters. Look it up. It wasn't
Man,
good.
check the reviews on him. They're very good.
So you're
For
an
me.
actor. Have you ever heard of the actress Tilly Norwood?
Is that Bonnie Blue's real name?
It is not. But I guarantee you Bonnie Blue will try and do a scene with her. Talent agents are circling around actress Tilly Norwood. Here's the catch. She's completely AI generated.
Ooh.
So, actor, comedian, technologist Elaine Vandeleur has revealed that her recently launched AI talent studio, Sequoia, is in talks with a number of talent agents interested in signing its first creation, the AI actress Tilly Norwood.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Give me a look at Tilly.
where she gave a presentation. You want to see her? There we go. Let's look this up.
This is the thing. So she's going to be perfect, right? This is silly. We can't have perfect people. Where's character actors?
Is Here's Tilly Norwood.
Yeah, Tilly. Yeah, Tilly looks real.
Tilly looks real. That's Tilly Norwood.
You know what I'd call it? Tilly more wood.
The AI has attracted the attention of multiple agents at the Zurich Film Festival. This is mad. When we first launched Tilly, people were like, "What's that?" And now we're announcing which agency is going to represent her in the next few months. So after this, SAG and a bunch
I
of
thought
others,
this is what we striked for, so this wouldn't happen.
yeah, they're saying if your agency signs Tilly, then you should quit. That's what they're asking.
All these years I've tried to get acting jobs, and I start getting acting jobs, and the fucking AI take over next week. Like, fuck me.
Well, you can sell your likeness, and then you don't even have to turn up to set.
They didn't like me before. Why would they want me? They didn't want me to show up to set when I was available.
Jim's dislikeness is available for a fee.
Yeah. When you go see the movie Him, and I want to make a prequel for Marco.
They'll be able to do that. They go, Marco, Jim's character from Him. What was he like in med school?
Yeah, Marco in med school. He's like this. I just want to heal people. I don't want to hurt someone. I don't know why he has an American accent. He becomes an Australian.
So this actress, Tilly, says, I may be AI generated, but I'm feeling real emotions right now, and I'm so excited for what comes next in my career. And then the agent says...
Can we see a nude? Am I allowed to see a nude, or have I done something wrong there?
That's... well, she's not... She's over 18 in AI bits.
Okay, well, get some nudes up of her.
Well, this is the future of being a pimp, though. Is you could just run a Andrew Tate-like porn empire from AI-generated sluts.
Well, they are. That's all they're advertising to me at the moment is AI-generated women all the time. AI-generated.
So you can be an AI pimp.
I like to see a real woman because there's the idea that you could actually meet that woman or something in your head, or you could be in that. You know what I mean? AI does. I've tried the AI pornography. It does nothing for me.
What do you mean you've done that with the VR headset and everything?
No, I've done the virtual reality thing, but the AI sites where you can go a taller girl, a blonde girl, a brunette girl, or this girl, or whatever, and they make a girl for you type of thing.
So do you think if there's a rendering of you like this,
yes,
it could produce a special for you?
They haven't figured out comedy yet, but eventually, yes.
So does this make you in any way concerned about your profession, or are you happy?
Man, I'm happy I got this far. You know what I mean? You can't worry about things like that.
Because I'll be honest, seeing this actress be produced in AI and knowing what is coming from some of the things I've seen.
All you got to do is Tilly Norwood.
You and I doing podcasts in your hotel room, talking into our phones at the middle of the night.
Images.
When I'm ready to go and watch the Champions League game, ain't going to cut it. This is the entertainment that people won't miss.
Oh, you're saying that our podcast isn't good enough?
I'm saying that AI will rightfully replace us.
Do you remember when we used to do actual sketches?
Remember we had a studio?
Yeah, we had a studio for 5 seconds.
We had a studio for
We've been on the road forever, and now you're moving to New York. So is this the end of the podcast?
It could be.
I don't know.
No.
We'll see. We have fun. Look.
How many people will miss this?
We've done 54 minutes.
Gets harder all the time.
No, I thought it was quite easy.
No, but here's the thing. Jim and I have been on the road for 7 weeks. We have to talk every day.
We don't fight. We do.
We don't fight. But how many times so far on the trip are you like this? Fuck me, this bloke again. Because I'm sick of my company.
I'm all right with you. No, I'm all right with you. I've had worse people to travel with. You're okay.
Who's the worst person you've ever travelled with?
I'm not saying
names,
that. No
names.
You know.
Give me actions.
You know. I can tell you straight off. You know these people.
So what are you looking for here?
I'm looking for Tilly Norwood.
To see her actually acting?
I just want to see a picture of her just on the beach holidaying. Like, we're going to miss all this stuff. Can she have affairs with other AI guys to keep us entertained? Because that's the whole thing with celebrities. They're meant to entertain you when they're not entertaining you. You know what I mean? She's just going to entertain you.
For TMZ, you're saying? Yeah. It's like she can't be on TMZ dating another AI actor.
Right.
Well, here she is. Let's see.
Tilly Norwood is a good name. Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, this new actress is turning heads in Hollywood today after making her big screen debut. A performance that comes with a catch. It's AI generated. Tilly Norwood has caught the attention of talent agents, but real life stars have raised a number of concerns. Well, this new actress is
Well,
turning.
yeah, okay. We got better looking women than that are flesh.
Well, that's obviously them that's a shot across the bow. They're like, we'll do a 7.5.
Yeah.
But if these actors want 20 million a film, we'll unleash the 10s.
Yeah.
We'll do the Sweeney upgrade.
We'll do all of you people, but without your body doubles.
There's no eating disorders. There's no one feels guilty.
It's tough one. Well, I thought we made it so this couldn't happen. I don't understand how this is happening
For the
now.
contract?
Yeah, I thought there was no AI.
But you know what it is? Yeah, that's with the studios. But then I think what will happen is when you put in regulations like this, new studios will pop up that are able to make these movies so much cheaper because of the technology they have, and that they'll just outcompete the studios that don't use this, which is fucked.
So, well, this is a serious question. So, Tilly Norwood, being not a real person,
Yeah.
does she do action movies all the way to porn?
Well,
So you can do anything?
unfortunately, she's a big supporter of Israel, so she won't be doing anything. She's being boycotted.
No, but she could do Schindler's List too, and porn,
Yeah, she could do anything.
or a porn parody.
That's a tough one. What one's Schindler's Fist?
Oh, just a list of a whole lot of girls that he's going to shag. We all know what that would be. You're disgusting.
God, you've got to give credit where credit's
Schindler's
due.
Fist. We'll grow up.
Yeah, so that's what's happening in our profession. It is coming. We're within 2-3 years of really not understand. Like no one really grasps, and we're all deep set anxious about it in every profession. I believe they're sitting on technology that would wipe out our way of life.
I think it's the worst thing that we've ever done. It's
terrible.
Humanity. I think we got to. And the fact that people, I don't use ChatGPT. My wife chats to the phone and the person, hey, how are you doing? Well, you have great ideas. All that. I look at her like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't let it in the house.
I know.
I don't have a
Don't let it in
Siri.
the
I
house.
don't let it in the house.
No, you really are good at using no technology, and it wasn't out of morality. It was out of
Self-preservation for mental health.
Just being a complete fucking moron with devices.
Yeah, I'm no good at it, but now I commit.
But I'm really worried because they always say we sit on patents and ideas, otherwise society would go crazy. Because if they don't need any of us anymore, like what do you do with your time? What am I going to do for work?
But this is the thing is because I wanted to retire young. I don't want everyone to be retired along with me. I want to have that separate.
You want to lord that over people, do you?
I think I want to look at, you're going to work, are you? I might, a bit of Judge Judy, don't know what I'll get up to today. That's what I wanted. If it's just COVID over again, there's no joy in that.
You can't be happy unless others are suffering.
You'll retire eventually. Why do you get 15 years less work than me?
So what you're saying is when we get UBI, the Universal Basic Income, and all of us are just being paid a subsistence wage to not be revolutionary on the streets.
Yeah.
And the golf courses are full.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just playing golf.
Yeah, it's going to piss me off.
Chilling out. Yeah. You'll go, I earned this.
Yeah, and people collecting sports cards, and I go, I was doing it ages ago.
That is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Who are we talking to today? That's right, a bunch of kids who are becoming plumbers, and we're like, oh, that's probably a good profession, but I'm sure there'll be, plumbing bots or something like that.
I don't know if they can fix the plumbing.
Little nano bots that get the shit out.
Yeah, they can go get the shit out, but I think they'll just be tools for plumbers.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think the robots will be able to do the plumbing, but then eventually there'll be something that will be like, oh, you've missed this spot. What spot? No, you've got to...
Dead set. My nana...
Great plumber.
I talk to my nana all the time. Oh, she knows her way around an S-Bend. I said to Nana, how are you feeling about, dying? Because she talks about it all the time. Mm-hmm. And she always says to me, I can't wait to go. I go, why? She goes, well, it's shit now, isn't it? The world. I lived in the best times. It was wonderful. Me and your grandfather. It was a better world, wasn't it? And I look around today and I don't like anyone or anything. So I'm ready to be off. And I go, oh. She's like, I feel sad for you that you have to live in this era. It's just not very good, is it? There's not a lot of hope. It's very bleak.
Yeah, but you can watch whatever you want, whenever you want on YouTube. Pretty good.
We've traded away society for the simple ease of being able to watch content.
It's never been... Look, as someone who loves TV, the streamers and stuff, fucking crushing it.
Yeah, but it isn't... You know what? I don't actually like the streamers. You think you want that, to be able to choose everything. But I have analysis paralysis. So I actually watch less I had a better TV viewing structure in Australia as a kid when there was 3 channels and you were forced to make the most out of what you had. And I would watch the whole night like, I have a crime show, I have a reality show.
Yeah, you would
movie.
navigate your way through. You go, this is what I watch.
From 5 p.m. to 11, you'd find something.
Yeah, so you'd find things, and different nights were different things. I got reality programs on the Tuesday, and then on the Wednesday, and then every afternoon I'd just watch an episode of MASH.
Yes, I think choice is making everybody... To have infinity choice makes me miserable.
I know all the old Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, Ma and Pa Kettle movies, right? Because my mother watched old black and white movies, but they were on the TV on Sundays in the middle of the day. And so she used to watch those. Now they've got their own channel. Kids will never turn over to that channel.
Everything's siloed.
There, so they will never see those movies.
Yes.
Those movies will be completely forgotten. My generation will be the last generation that might have seen them just by accident. No one is going to see them by accident. And I'm going to include classic movies. Gone with the Wind will be gone with the wind, right, for the next generation.
This podcast will be siloed away to the 5,000 people that watch it on YouTube and the 50,000 who listen to it.
Yeah.
And it really, in the old days, this would be on prime time. We'd be on a couch smoking cigarettes.
I'd be fucking... If you were Sammy Davis and I was Sinatra, I'd be saying racist things against you and you'd be laughing them off. Good old days.
To earn a paycheck.
Yeah, good old days.
Pretending I'm okay with it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, anyway, this is what's happening.
Pull out your glass eye.
Have you got anything else for me?
No, we're done.
Nothing else you wanted to share?
That's a whole podcast.
I took Jim to a fucking floating sauna where you're on a sauna that's on the water and then you jump into the cold.
No, I wouldn't go in the cold. There was jellyfish.
Wouldn't go into the cold.
There was jellyfish.
He was in his jocks.
There was jellyfish.
So there were people there who, from Britain, actually, there was 4 of us in this sauna who had one wonderful experience, which was you in your jocks. They were all bundled and rolled up, sitting in the sauna with them, talking about the show. And I always thought, if they were fans of yours, what an amazing experience.
I don't think they were.
You don't think they were?
I don't think they knew I was.
They were like this, we're from Coventry. And you were like, I used to live around there. And they just went like this.
Good.
Great. Back to silence. You started talking in the sauna and I went, these Nordic people hate you right now. They don't give us a hello or nothing.
They weren't Nordic people.
The Germans were.
They were Germans.
They were German. Yeah, because I gave it a bit of my fiance's German.
Oh, you can slip. Oh, where in Germany from? Yeah, my fiance's from. Your fiance's from fucking Kankakee, Chicago. That's where she's from. Stop saying she's from fucking Germany. She's not. Her father's from Germany. She's not from Germany.
It was the Ryder Cup. I was swept up with European emotion. I'm like, oh yeah, my girlfriend's from Wuppertal. And they just went, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, Wuppertal. What has she got the eye in the middle of her forehead? Wuppertal. They're crazy chicks.
All right, that's what's happening at this moment, everybody. Don't jerk off to Tilly Norwood. I know you're going to want to, but don't support that.
No.
Don't cross the picket line.
Yeah. No, don't use the fake porn either. These real girls, like, look, we all know the OnlyFans didn't help the situation and made porn stars, the money go directly to them, all that type of stuff. But even that you're going to see, look back in history and go, those were the good old days.
If you jerk off to AI porn, you bring about the end of our civilization. It's on you.
If there's AI porn, I need to know that AI porn character was a runaway, doesn't speak to either a father or a grandfather. Yeah. All right, I need all these things.
She was
if she's just happy with her life, that's not gonna.
Yeah, she had a rough childhood when she was broadband.
You just see like one like old like hookery like AI person. The first time I was fucked was on dial-up.
All right, that's what's happening at this moment. Come see us on the road. If you're in Europe, we're still coming to your cities. Go to jimjefferies.com for those tickets.
New show in Oslo, all the UK shows coming up. We'll be done with the most of Europe by the time this podcast comes out.